guys. What's going on? Welcome to another episode of Hello World with your girl Joy from Be the Difference Clothing. Welcome, everyone. You know how I normally start off, but I'm actually going to switch it up today. And I'm going to start off how I usually end. You are beautiful. You are amazing. You are necessary. So everything that you do is important. Don't ever forget that. Yes. Yes, I like to say yes. But some reason I like the way I said yes. Yes, guys. So it is another beautiful day. Do you know I kind of forgot that today was Wednesday? And because I'm doing things that I don't normally do on certain days. And I think that is amazing. I think it's, and I hate when that happens. I think it's something that we should all practice doing more often. I'm talking I hate when I choke because it makes no sense. It's like I'm doing so well. And of course, when I'm trying to do something to actually speak and sound like I have some type of common sense, I get choked up. So I don't know where that's coming from, but whatever the case may be, I'm here, guys. And you're here and you are amazing. You are beautiful. And I'm just excited. How was your day? Don't forget, guys, please make sure you are giving me some thumbs up. Doesn't that smile deserve a thumbs up? Just give me a thumbs up if you can. Make sure you are liking, subscribing, and definitely sharing these videos because what we talk about here on Hello World can be inspirational to anyone. And you never know who may need the inspiration. So just share. You can simply hit the share button, put it on your Facebook. You can put a little excerpt on your Instagram. Hey, Liz Ann! Welcome to Hello World. Guys, this is Liz Ann. This is her first time here. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. Um, yes, Liz Ann, I have a lot to be excited about today. And I can't wait to share it. But how was your day? I was hanging out with you most of the day anyway. Actually, last night and spilled over into today. So, how was the remaining part of your day? Did you see Norgis's chat with the Porch Church Network at all? Their Bible study. I kind of tuned in a little bit. Yes, I'm glad you're here. I feel so amazed. I feel special, you know. I feel special when all of you take a little bit of your time just to come and swing by to say hello to Joy on Hello World. So I definitely, it warms my soul. I can say that much. Um, so I'm definitely excited about that. So how was your day? I hope it was amazing. I hope it was amazing. So my day was typical. Yes, me too. My day was typical. I mean, you know most of my day because I was in the chats with you guys. But aw, they're so cute. Grandkids are beautiful, but they will make you have a good night's rest. I guarantee you that much. Just to me, just watching even an infant, a brand new infant, 2, 3 months, just looking at them makes me instantly sleepy because I don't know. I feel like I have to make sure they're not falling or twisting their head a certain way or whatever the case may be. But when they get older, oh gosh, it's just like just watching them go zoom, 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 zoom. You're like, don't do that. Don't, because when you are watching someone else's kids, they don't say it to you, but the parents do look and be like, "Where you get that bruise from? You're not going to grandma's anymore. You're not using that babysit anymore." So you always want to be the person, the responsible one, to be like, "Well, I brought your kid back the way you gave him to me." And then sometimes you be like, "I don't know, where did that come from? Maybe we need to do a check around, a go see around before you drop your kid with me, so we can blame the right person, right?" But anyway, yeah, that's what they do with cars. um, but yeah, so work was okay. It wasn't so busy. I did normal things, but mainly I was with you guys, and my manager was like, oh, wear the hats today. Um, and I told you guys that too, but I was like, no, it's only on Fridays. So she's like, oh, okay. So, like my coworkers see you guys too, and I'm sure they get encouraged by what they hear because I have my little volume up. And also they see you guys chatting and laughing away. So, shout out to Norgis R, Liz Ann's Fines, Tracy, Tracy, my little singer, NASCAR Man 3355. Oh, I can't forget my home girl, the Shamrock Pixie, borderline borderline hoarderish. Shout out to all of those good people. Adam's exploits. Have you heard about Adam? Did he join anyone's chat today to let us know how he's feeling after his um, procedure? I hope he's fine. If you speak to him, let him know I said hello. Mm. Just Sandy, she's funny too. And of course, Mawa. I didn't know Mawa was the face behind that picture. I didn't know that was her. So it's just cool just really getting to know who everyone is. But anyway, let me get into why I'm super excited. So, I have book one of the quotes that make you say, oh, from Instagram to your hand, right? There is 216 pages of glorious original quotes that will inspire you. But today, I finally got my second book in the mail. Oh, okay, cool. I missed the show. I must have been working at that time or doing something else. This book I just got today. And look at that sexy little face. I could say that because before I would be too shy to admit it, but that's a sexy little picture. Shout outs to Jason Light Photography. He did this, and this picture is quite some years old. And then there's only 76 pages of gloriousness in this book. And I think this is going to be my sample copy because there's so many smudges. I don't know what happened. I must have had like some residual lotion on my hands or something, but I don't think anybody's going to want to buy this. So this will be my sample copy when I show people the book. If you notice, actually, shout out to Jenny B. She's not in the chat just yet. I don't know if she's going to be able to come on, but Jenny B, I told Jenny B, I was like, the next book, I want to have flowers on it, but I want hearts going through it and everything, right? So she showed me the flower. So Jenny B pretty much picked out this flower, and then I had an artist design the rest of it. So yeah. And as you can see, this is part 3. We shall see if I will release part 2. Mhm. If someone can convince me enough to do it, thank you. And purple is my favorite color. And Jenny knows that purple is my favorite color. So when she saw this flower, she's like, do this. This is not the way the original flower was, but I had them put hearts. This is a heart. And that's a heart. And then you see the hearts in the background, and you see the hearts on the leaves. So I don't know. I love love. And I don't know. I just love it. And then let's see what it opens up to. The only high you should be on is flying somewhere hot. Yes. See, oh, because I'm looking at it from here. This is one of the thing. And so let me explain something to you, Liz. I put the print this big purposely. The print is that big because I have an aunt. She has low vision, and her low vision, I wanted her to be able to read it because she is truly like an inspiration to me. Her name is Anna Stella. So Anna Stella is an inspiration to me. And when I made this book, because she was very sick some time ago. When I finally put this book together, I definitely, had it in big letters because I was like, I want her to be able to read it with her low vision. And then I also, if I can find pictures, I also wanted to make this an everybody book by putting pictures of customers. And then a friend of mine, um, she was gifted the baby. We gifted the baby the onesie, and I was like, "Hey," I had the idea. I was like, "Hey, do you mind if I put your daughter in my book?" And she was like, "No, that's fine." So I was like, "Dope." So she's in my book. I'm trying to find the other picture. Um, and this other picture, if I can find it, the only reason why she ended up in it is because it was the only picture that was actually on my laptop. And when I was first doing this, because I'm not a traditional author, so, writing books is something that I didn't really aspire to do. It just kind of came together. And let me tell you, for the first 2 months, I still couldn't believe that I was an author. Like, I felt like there was something wrong with that because, like, I don't know, I feel like, you have to really put some time in order to be an author. But I don't know, people said, "Well, you published it, right? This is all your work, right?" I was like, "Yeah." So they were like, "Well, you're an author." So I was like, "Wow." This is I'll never forget. This picture was taken in Newark and in front of the Newark Library. And she actually purchased these summertime socks. Now with my socks, there's only 12 of any kind, and she bought these socks for her daughter. And so I was like, well, she has a nice smile, and I'm sure she wouldn't mind. She let me take her picture. She allowed me to. So this is pretty much my social media too. So I put her in there. And then from the photo shoot that I had with some of the t-shirts, I put some of the people in there, and that t-shirt is in there and such. Yeah, I'm a three-time author. And for this book, what I did differently, suggestion from my editor, Stacy Lazar, she was like, you should put some like daily reflections so people can write notes. When they read these quotes, they might be like, wow, let me write something down. You can go on the website. If you go on the link down below, there is a link to Be the Difference Clothing. It's on the website. And then it's also on Amazon. So you can look up quotes that make you say, oh, from Instagram. It'll pop up and, you can see whatever edition. And I just kind of pulled some pictures that I thought was cool. And I'll read this one to you because I thought it was really cool when I thought of it. I was like, Oh, and just so you know, it's part 3 is about the love, the hate, and the responses. I don't know why I said that, but I just wanted to. So this one, it says, once enough of us are done with the foolery, only then can we become the cure. So I thought, how fitting. Not only did I mean us, but I also meant the United States. That's why it's in caps. And when I wrote it, when I thought of it, I was like, oh, that is so dope. And I was like, unless somebody's actually watching the replay of this, they will not catch the fact that us is actually subliminally talking about our United States. And there's the clue right there because the flag and more power. um, and then this woman right here, she was my neighbor at another event that I did. It was like a Kwanzaa event back in February. So I kind of liked. Wait, there it is. I kind of liked the actual saying on that in Patterson. in the Patterson High School, this is what the saying was on that wall. So I kind of like the fact, and she did purchase the book. She supported and purchased the book. Um, and here's another oh, and then with my first actual book signing, let's see if I can get it. My first book signing, I shout out to Patterson. Patterson shows me so much love. They had the authors get together, and that was my first official author picture, first official book signing. And of course, that was my first book. And Liz Ann, oddly enough, I released this book in October of 2018. I just can't wait. I can't wait. I just have to go ahead and put things out there. I don't know why, but I don't know. I just needed to do it. Um, and then this was another thing. I get inspired by so many different things. And I don't know, some people inspire me too. And why is October your birthday? And so I kind of, and you know what I said? This first book, comparison to the other, look at how the thickness is different. Like I said, I gave you guys a lot. And like Lizanne, these all came from in here and in here. And then of course, like, different things that I saw that kind of trickled things into my mind. But I was like, I gave a lot in this first book. And I said, man, 216 pages of all original quotes. Like I don't want this whole show to be about my books, but it's just like, you know, um, what's her name? Oh gosh, what's her name from today? Was it Laura? I can't remember her name, but no, Lori Today. From Lori Today, she, I don't want her to ever give up her art. And I hope that she gets to see this playback and realize is that like you don't have to be professional or like have to be in something for so long that you can't actually do it. Like, is this book are these books perfect in every way? I don't know because whatever. But it's me, the intent is for me to encourage someone. And this book is a lot more personal than this one because I got a lot of inspiration from, a few people. So I definitely, um, that definitely has a lot of meaning for me. Um, and this one right here, it has a lot of meaning for me too. But this was like my wow moment. Like, wow. So yes, I wanted to share that, and also I hope it's an encouragement for. I can't believe it. Like now I'm super excited because I'm like, wow, I'm holding two books in my hand, and they're actually my work. Lizanne, if you ever go on Instagram, you can or if you watch last night's episode, I actually showed you guys the video of the copyright. So yesterday, I got my copyright in the mail, my official registration in the mail for this book. And then today I got the actual copies. Um, I have the copyright for all three books. But I just say, you know what? I think I'm done. Like I'm all quoted out. I can't think of anything more. I don't know if someone has put the voodoo on me and says you will quote no more. I don't know, or I have no idea. But like I don't know. I'm done with this right now, and I don't know what life has next for me. But I'm trying to let life flow. So if me, someone who is not a traditional writer, can come up with not only one, but two, but three titles, you guys could do anything, absolutely anything. I'm just joy. That's all I am. That's who I am. It's just joy. And, I don't see I don't see like what's so special about me, but what I do know is that as I continue to walk in peace, to walk in love, and to also walk in the fact that we're all here to help each other get better from all of the things that we've experienced. And doing that and knowing that I'm doing and doing my part makes my life more enhanced. It makes me feel great. And if I could show examples to people that you can be someone who never thought about writing a book. I never thought about this. This was never, hey, the truth. Welcome to Hello World. Welcome. Thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it. Yes, walk along one another, and that leads great things. Thumbs up. Thank you so much. Um, and you know what, too? Not to get all religious on you guys, but for anyone who believes in God, traditional Christianity, um, that's pretty much what the whole entire Bible from front to cover was all about. You'll see scriptures quoted in the Old Testament where he loved us so much that he had to discipline us. You'll see in the New Testament where he loved us so much that he would, you know, discipline us, or he loved us that much that he gave his only son. So I think if we continue to understand that we were created to love and all of that in between stuff that we sometimes get jaded by, we just have to let that go and just remember why we're here, right? So while you're weak, someone can be strong. And that's love. That's showing love because you're showing that you are giving a little piece of yourself to say, you know what, I'm coming here to help you. I'm going to give you a hug. I'm going to hug you until you're better. I'm going to nurture you until you're better. That's love. And the more we do that, like I continue to say, every day our world is getting better and better and better. And the way you will know that is if we turn off distractions like our beautiful programming that kind of distracts us from the essence of what human nature is all about. Think about it. While sometimes we get so engrossed in the beautiful electronics that were created that we should enjoy, but sometimes we overindulge and forget to balance life. And when we can't balance life, it becomes hard to communicate. When it becomes hard to communicate, that's when things get jaded. That's when you forget you had a passion. That's when you kind of forget that you had a vision. That's when you kind of forget that your brother, your sister, your mother, your wife, your husband needed you, right? Because we have the blinders over our face. But once we get the blinders from our eyes, then we can tap back into our creativity. All of this came from me not being as distracted, guys. Imagine what you can do when you're not distracted all the time. Just imagine. You know, I only thought that I would be a t-shirt company. Then it branched off into socks. It branched off into onesies. It branched off into tank tops. Now it branched off into books. You know, people say I'm busy, but honestly, I feel like I'm not doing much of anything. I'm ready for other things. And guys, it branched off also into speaking engagements. I've done a few. Am I a professional speaker? No. But you start walking into what life would like you to do. Maybe at that time, it may not be 100% what I do for the rest of my life, but it's necessary for someone to hear what I have to say. It's necessary for someone to see or hear what you have to say. So I suggest become less distracted, allow life to flow. You become more open. You get more blessings when you're open. Then you recognize and realize all of the people who may be hurting that you can help, all because you don't have distractions, right? Now, this is the distraction. You can see through them, right? While you can still enjoy some of our beautiful distractions, you can see, but you're no longer 100% distracted by our beautiful programming. I'm not saying give up the enjoyments of life. I'm not saying that at all. Just balance it so that we can realize what's going on around us. We can see people. We can remember that life is a flash, a flicker, a little flame. And once that flame is out, what will your legacy say? Your legacy is not about your accomplishments. Your legacy is about how you have positively affect and positively, possibly changed the course of someone else's life into something better. I'm wearing a t-shirt that I made. It's called Rebuilding Trust. Can't really see it that good. I guess my lighting and the way it's hitting on this is not that great. But basically, let me get a little closer so you can see. To redo anything is an elementary thought. So I said, hey, let's put it in elementary blocks. Building, it takes a whole lot, but a little bit of trust. And while you only need a little bit of trust, and while building is so heavy, it may crack. As long as one person can trust and hold that anchor up, it may crack, but it won't break. That's how we rebuild trust. This is the t-shirt. That t-shirt basically says that most of the things that we've, or people that we've may have let go in our lives for maybe some superficial things. And I'm not saying superficial meaning material. I mean just superficial meaning like, oh, you made me mad. I didn't tell you why you made me mad, but I'm not talking to you anymore for the rest of your life. Those things can be fixed, but you got to be willing to rebuild trust. And relationships can be repaired. I believe they can be. But if we're not being taught that or fed that idea, then we're not going to believe it, right? So, yes, these are subliminal messages on t shirts. That's what I do. Not full time, but I would love to. Hey, Dad's Village. Welcome to Hello World. Thank you, Lizanne, for your kind words. I appreciate it. I really do. Um, honestly, like the fact that you guys, and I keep on saying this, but the fact that you guys give me a little bit of your time, it says a lot more to me. It says, Joy, I appreciate you. And I like feeling appreciated. I like feeling like people, find that there's some point in listening to me and also maybe encouraged. And if someone's encouraged by me, man, that makes me feel like I got an A, or like it just makes me feel really good. And if I can encourage you guys every day in some little shape form, then that's great. And if it means that you're not going to be down for one day, or if it means that you've been motivated to follow your dreams or your passion, then you know what? I could be the silent person in the room. I don't care, but I'm just glad because I do know the bigger purpose is that if you're on your game, then that means somebody else is going to be encouraged and inspired to get on their game. And if they get on their game, our world will continue to get better. That's what Hello World is all about. It's not just about entertaining each other the whole night, but we're taking what we speak about, what we talk about in the chat, what we talk about on the phone, whoever calls in, and putting it to action. Because while people think the world is dying, which I really don't believe so, because we get fed all of the bad things, but all of the good things that are happening behind the scenes, in front of the scenes, they're not getting highlighted as much. But we are highlighting them here, getting reinforced, and then getting our batteries put in our back so we have more power for the next day. Because, yeah, we always get a lot of things thrown at us all day long. All day long, we get a lot of things thrown at us. But when you have that base, that foundation of encouragement already in you, trust and believe it's going to be too hard for you to go backwards. It's too late for you to go back. It's too late. you know, I just know I just use these tools as an example that you can do it. It doesn't have to be a book, but it's whatever you had in your mind that you think, yo, I'm too old, or I'm too young, or I don't have any money, or I don't have any time. But guess what, guys? That's all we have is time. And if you don't start utilizing it properly, one day you're going to wake up and be 85, 95 years old and be like, man, I wish. The worst thing you could do is live in regret. So live now. Enjoy now. We're not going to have the same optimal health that we have now. We're not going to have the same mind that we have now, but we could if we just, work on our health a little bit more. This right here, guys, I just repurposed this bottle and it's pretty much just water with lime and it's called alkaline water. And what happens when you drink alkaline water, that means you put the lime, squeeze the lime, put the lime inside your water. It actually helps remove mucus from your body. And so once we remove mucus from our bodies, that is from what I've learned, mucus is the underlying cause to all of, if not most of the diseases that we acquire through life. So if we remove as much mucus as possible, then we might not be as susceptible to different ailments. Will it prevent things forever? I don't know that fact, but hey, why not try, right? Water doesn't hurt anybody, limes don't hurt anybody. So why not? And it's not a medication, so it doesn't interfere if you are taking medications. It's just all natural, just to help the body flow. I'm thankful that my health is has been maintained and has been about 90% all of my life. And I'm so thankful for that. I'm not distracted with pain and ailments like that. I'm not, but I'm thankful. And because I'm thankful, I'm going to treat it with respect. And when I treat it with respect, I'm going to feed my body with as much nutrients and good things from our earth versus synthetic things that, are man made. And sometimes not that good for us. Have I always been a health nut? Absolutely not. Am I 100% a health nut? No, because you guys see me eating potato chips and I got a bag of Skittles right here and it's almost done. So, I'm a work in progress. But as much as I can, I try. And that's all I want all of us to do is just to try to elevate ourselves somewhere higher. So when we're elevated, do you know how many more people you can bring up? See, when your arms are up, you can carry people up. You can lift them up and carry them up. That's what we're meant to do. That's what life is all about. And if you never got it before, you do now. If you don't believe it, try it out. Because sometimes we have to try things out to believe what someone else is saying, right? And that's not a problem. Test and show it approved, right? There's no problem. I don't mind if anybody tests my theories or the theories in my head to see if anything is true. I don't mind it at all because I want you to challenge yourself to do something different. I want you to challenge yourself to be the better you that you're capable of being every day. I challenge you guys to continue working on your vision boards. And once you've reached that goal, cross it out and put something else on. This is how we stay disconnected from the programming so much and overindulging in the programming and just flowing with each other the way life was intended to be. You know, when you appreciate your fellow humankind, that makes your that makes your spirit a little different. You know, I never really truly I loved plants. I always loved plants. And I was taught like when you speak to the plant, it helps them grow, carbon helps them grow, whatever. But because I've become so wrapped into wanting, into human nature and really trying to nourish human nature, I have such a love for plants, for trees, for nature itself that I'll show you exhibit B. So, this, guys, was a gift from my coworker. When I had it, it was a baby and it was like this tall. This is about going on 2 years old. Look at how beautiful that is. That's simply from me talking to it, feeding it water. I don't know when I need to I don't know if there's any plant people out there. If you know when you need to replant this, because this is just a little dish and look at how tall it is. Look at how beautiful and green it still is. I don't put plant food in this. All I do is nurture it. I tell it, I say, I love you. I'm thankful that you're in my home. You're beautiful. I talk good things to it and it grows. While I don't feed it water every single day, and sometimes it's empty, I still when I do feed, I say, I'm sorry I didn't feed you, but you're beautiful. And look at that. Look at that. And my coworker knew I loved bamboos. Hey, Sandra, welcome to Hello World. My coworker knew I loved bamboos, and she went out of her way to buy me a baby bamboo. She bought me this bamboo. And I was like, wow, that was like the best gift I had gotten that year for my birthday. And look at how it is. This is 2 years old now, right? When you love life, you love all parts of it. This is growing, breathing, nurturing. I don't have any other plants around because they sometimes they produce bugs and I don't like bugs. But I don't have any other plants. But this right here, wherever I end up going next, is coming with me. So guys, take pride in nature. Love it. Be thankful for the weather. When sometimes the weather is quote unquote terrible, be thankful. Or think about it this way. When the weather is terrible, could it be because we spit garbage at it all day long? And it's only regurgitating what we've given it? The nature can't do that back to us? Start caring for things. When you see trash along the road, it may not be your trash, but you're treating your nature better by picking it up and throwing it away or repurposing things instead of just throwing them away right away. Or even like instead of, now in New Jersey, I don't know where everybody is. Well, I know somebody's from Virginia, but like instead of using plastic bags, use something else. I'm going to show you guys another thing too. I'm so proud of it. I showed you guys this another day, but because you guys are in the chat, I don't know if you saw any of the previous episodes, but I was at a green fair on Saturday vending, and the Girl Scouts were repurposing t-shirts. So this is going to be your new grocery bag. I donated a t-shirt and then the girls repurposed it. I was so excited I'm gonna bring up the picture so you can see it. But I was so excited because these girls. We have to reinvest in our youth, guys, because it's super important. Um, they're gonna be our new Social Security, so we should treat them good. But outside of that, it's just like sponges, and most of us, I hope and believe, had pretty decent childhoods and nurturing childhoods, and we should just carry the torch and bring it on. That's the t-shirt that I donated, and those are the girls that helped make it. Hold on. And I'm smiling super hard because I was just so excited that they wanted to take a picture with me and they were okay with it. I was just excited. I was like, yay, the kids want to hang out with Joy. But yeah, so now when I go to the grocery store, I try to use this. Now, look, I don't know how much weight this can carry, so I just put the light stuff in there and then go on about my business. Because honestly, I don't know. But at the end of the day, this is how we can give back to nature and say, hey, I appreciate you. I appreciate what you've done. I appreciate the rain, the sun, the moon, the stars, everything that you do. So yes, if more of us continue to appreciate life and nature and each other, the more our planet will hold us up. It's a circle. The circle of life. I was on LinkedIn the other day and I was watching a mammal. I think it was a sea otter or whatever. It was a mammal. And probably a sea otter. It was or a turtle, one of the something in the turtle family. And it had a straw, a plastic straw stuck in its nose, I guess, or in its front part of the beak. And I literally almost cried because they were taking the forceps to pull the straw out. I couldn't watch the whole entire video because as it was coming out, and it only got like maybe an inch out, but I could feel the pain of that otter or that man, whatever that turtle family thing was. And like the blood was draining down, and all you could see was the mouth open, like it was screaming. I didn't have the volume on, but it was screaming. It was in pain. And my heart was hurting for it. I was like, man, you couldn't sedate it. But I just, and it was fighting to get off because it was just like the pain from a straw. So it might have crashed into a straw and then just went lodged all the way in. And of course, like I said, I could not watch the whole video of them extracting it because I felt its pain. Guys, that's how real it is when you truly start investing your time in human nature and loving every part of human nature. Just like you love your pets, if you have animals, it's the same way. Treat all things that are communicative, and I made that up, like we are, as such. Care for them as such. I definitely want to inspire you guys to go after whatever it is that you want to do in this life. I truly want you to. It's never too late. The only time it's late is when you die. So, with the energy that you have, with the life that you have, with the health that you have, go hard. There's no room to go home. Just go hard and watch how life will carry you. Watch how it will flow. Watch how doors will start opening that you never imagined could open. You guys are amazing. You are beautiful. You are necessary. You are needed. Don't ever let your down times keep you down or think differently about what I'm telling you, because I try my best to speak the truth as much as possible. And I do know one thing's for sure, that if you're a human and you have a heart, you are beautiful. If you have a conscience, you are amazing. And that conscience needs to be activated to do something that will help our society to continue to get better, to continue to be the difference. I'm wearing my little bracelet that was gifted to me. So uh, I wanted to volunteer one time to help put blue ribbons around the town because it was in reference to ovarian cancer. And I learned something new, and it's the teal tender hearts. The teal tender hearts. See if you can see that better. Sorry about the focus. I hate when it's not focused right. There we go. Teal tender hearts. They raise awareness for ovarian cancer. Ladies, any women that may watch this chat after, or if you're in the chat still, there is a special test, and I learned that from my friend who gave this to me. There's a special test that you have to request to see about ovarian cancer, especially if it runs in your family. You need to ask for that test. I don't remember what it's called, but just go on to the teal tender hearts, Google them, and you will check that out, and you will see that they have information that will help you, get regular, because pap smears don't tell you about ovarian cancer. So, if you feel like you're at risk, then go to the teal tender hearts page, and you will find out what it is you need to ask for from your GYN and all of that good stuff. I'm a person that tries to I try to support everybody because I knew a time in my life when I didn't feel like I was being supported. And then I said, from those moments of not feeling supported, I said, you know what? I'm going to go hard for other people, especially when I wasn't supported, because I don't want anybody to feel like, or to feel less like how I felt when I didn't have that support, or when I felt I didn't have that support. So that's why I do my best to support people no matter what. If you guys want to check out anything else that I'm doing or have been a part of, look in the description below. I have a series called Our Lives Seen Through My Eyes. It's just regular people like us, everyday people like us, just sharing different topics about their life, their struggles, how it could possibly help you. So check those videos out too. We're on episode 98 of Hello World. Once we hit 100, I'm going to do a giveaway on the Jenny and Joy show. So if you are not subscribed, I suggest you do so, because that's how I will pick the winner, is through the subscriptions on this channel. So they're all going to go into, all the names are going to go into a dish, and Jenny is going to pick that name out of the dish, and that person will be gifted something. You will be contacted and be gifted something from Be the Difference Clothing. I don't know what that will be yet, but maybe I'll let Jenny pick it. Um, but yeah, everything that I'm realizing, everything that I do is all about us. It's not just about joy, it's about us. I feel better when I can say us. Arizona. Wow. Sandra, if you're still in the chat, when should I repot that plant? Because you saw how little this dish was. When should I repot that? Because I don't want the leaves to start, because the tips of them are starting to turn brown. I don't know if it's because it's suffocating in something that needs to be changed, or it doesn't have enough room. So if you're still in the chat, help a sister out. And if you're not in the chat and you finish watching the rest of this video, please comment below and into the comment section and let me know when I need to switch it out, because I want to maintain this plant for as long as possible. It's so beautiful. Um, but guys, I thank you so much for giving me a little bit of your time, for joining me in the chat, giving me thumbs up, and also just sharing your things and your feelings and your comments with me because it's very encouraging to know that people actually care enough to say something to me. That's the way I look at it. Um, Remember, you're beautiful. You are amazing. There is no mistake about you. Without you, someone isn't going to be inspired. So you are important. You are necessary. You are beautiful. You are the difference every day. Even when you have rough times, you are still the difference because your rough times may be an example for someone else who can't say, hey, I'm going through a rough time. I really, truly do care about you guys. I love you guys. I'm thankful for you guys. And I'm on here on Hello World every single night between 7 and 9. And I want to say, my name is Joy from Be the Difference Clothing. As we come close to 100 episodes, it's an honor and a pleasure to be with you guys all the time. Guess, oh, okay, I will definitely do that. Do I need to put it, do I need to put it like in a wide thing or something similar to that, but just deeper, more deep? I only saw you pop up just now. Um, you guys are extraordinary people and doing extraordinary things every single day. I hope that I can continue to encourage as many people as possible. And I hope more people keep on sewing into me and giving me all they can to encourage me. Because if we don't keep the circle going, the circle of life going, then we'll perish. But that's not going to happen. We're oiling it up. So until I see you guys tomorrow in somebody's chat or in this platform, you have a beautiful evening. May your night be better than it was yesterday and tomorrow. May your evening glow. Don't let that light burn out. And if you feel like it's dimming, tell somebody so they can encourage you. But don't give up. Never give up. Always keep moving forward. Keep pushing. You are the difference. You are beautiful. You are amazing. And I'm just Joy. See you guys tomorrow.